Well, it's summertime. Baseball fields should be packed out there this time of year, but that won't be the case for some.
News 8's Brittany Flowers spoke with leaders with the Kentwood Baseball League, who a little more than an hour ago made the decision to cancel games for the rest of the week. Brittany?
Yeah, Emily and Rick, the Kentwood Baseball Softball League's board had initially planned to take it day by day when making the decision of whether or not to have games. Well, league leaders canceled games last night, and after weighing whether or not to do the same tonight, they ultimately decided to call them all off this week. Considering the safety aspect, the decision is an obvious one for the league's president, but with the end of the regular season and tournaments starting next week, the decision will impact team standings, which also made it a difficult choice. Players with KBSL range from 4.5 years old to 15 years old, and while older players can often take better care of their bodies, it is more difficult to make sure those younger kids are staying hydrated and getting proper nutrition. That's why the league's president says they're putting kids' safety first. It is a challenge, though, because with tournaments, again, starting next week, it's a difficult choice. Here's what he had to say.
Asthma attacks, heat exhaustion, heat stroke, you know, those are very real things that happen, and you don't think that they happen to little kids, but they do. My biggest thing is if I don't want to be out here in this heat because I know how hot it's going to be, you can't make a 6, 7-year-old be out here in the heat to play a baseball game.
We did reach out to several other Little Leagues in the area. So far, 2 have responded. The president of the Southern Little League in Kalamazoo says they still plan to have all games and practices as normal, adding there's a new slushing machine and ice water jugs will be supplied in the dugouts. Granville Little League says it does not cancel or limit games for all-star teams because of heat, but provides drinks, a misting cooler fan, and a bucket of ice with water to keep the temperatures down in the dugouts. In addition, coaches are trained on signs of heat-related illness. In studio, Brittany Flowers, News 8.